appears that now, even longtime Joe Biden apologist news outlets are waking up to the reality that something might be wrong, as this absolutely shocker of a piece from yesterday's Politico grudgingly admits. Now, it's been a few months since we asked about Joe Biden's mental acuity, and with some recent and very concerning things caught on video, we figured it was time to dust off the old question set. And a majority, 53%, still say others are making decisions for Joe Biden behind the scenes, and only 40% say he's really doing the job of president. That has eased a few points since we last asked in April, but it's probably noise. By party, Republicans overwhelmingly think he's not in charge, and independents agree, but not by nearly as much. They're the biggest movers since we last asked the questions, when 57% said others were calling the shots and only 32% said he was in charge. 2/3 of Democrats think Joe Biden is actually acting as president, however, but 3 in 10 say no. That's 4 points more than when we last asked in April. If Joe Biden is re-elected in 2024, by the end of his second term, he'll be 86 years old. Is 86 too old to be president? 55% say yes and 30% say no. 15% are not sure. The age signal is pretty interesting, showing, perhaps predictably, that older voters are much more okay with old presidents. But here's party. 3/4 of Republicans say he's too old, despite the fact that Trump himself isn't exactly a spring chicken. Independents say yes by a majority, but not as much as I expected. Democrats say no, however, by a plurality. But look at how razor thin the margin is. Here are the numbers by Biden approval, however. 2/3 of Biden's strong approvers think he's absolutely fine. But that's it. Everyone else says he's too old. But now for one of our perennial favorites. How confident are you that President Joe Biden is mentally and physically up to the job of being president? And keep in mind, before I show the results, that he's now well over halfway through his term. The natural tendency will be for these numbers to moderate as people see him performing the duties of the role of president. Nonetheless, only 44% of voters think Biden is up to the job, and only 25% are very confident. 54% say they're not confident. If you looked at Joe Biden's job approval rating today, you'd probably see a lot of similarities to these numbers. Is that where we're at, though? All it takes to get a good job approval rating is to fog a mirror? Here are the party numbers, and 72% of Democrats are confident that Biden is mentally and physically up to the job, almost exactly where his job approval is. And it's the same for Republicans and independents. 19% of Republicans say he's okay, as do 38% of independents. But for something really special, here are the results by Biden approval. Now, normally the somewhat approves and somewhat disapproves poll pretty close together on most things, but not here. Now, strong approvers almost unanimously think Biden is fit for office, and Biden's strong disapprovers almost unanimously don't. But look at everyone else. Somewhat approves here have serious doubts about his capabilities. Very few of them are willing to fully endorse Biden's fitness for office. Likewise, the somewhat disapproves are perhaps looking for glimmers of hope. What does the future hold? Well, almost certainly more awkward videos of Joe Biden not even knowing who he's interacting with. But as far as these numbers go, I think they're pretty much set for the 2024 cycle. But Donald Trump seems to be going up against a candidate who most people don't think is calling the shots, who most people think is too old, and who most people aren't even confident is mentally aware enough to do the job. Please click the like button and subscribe on YouTube or Rumble if you learned something here today. And follow us on Twitter at Rasmussen_poll so you don't miss next week's GOP primary update. It looks like Ron DeSantis is doing worse, not better. But there are some pretty surprising new winners. Thanks for watching.